So you're going out there then, right?
I am braving the weather.
Now, what are you hearing from Rich Lerner and Brandel Chambly and all the other guys out there?
Well, in terms of weather, kind of the thought right now is that I don't know if they're going to get too much play in today. They will try to play as much as they can today, however they can. So if it's not until moments before darkness, they're going to get players out on the course if possible, if it will allow. So, I mean, we might see, hopefully we'll see more than 2 hours of play today, but it could just be a couple hours once they get the course back in shape after this weather moves through.
Do you think this type of weather, at least early on, favors certain players? Maybe depending on tee times, like some guys are out there. Ian Poulter's 3 under already.
Right.
Tiger Woods tees off later on today. Maybe. Right. Certain guys, it's the luck of the draw. You go out during the bad weather. Sometimes you can find yourself 5-6 shots off the lead, and it really was just up to Mother Nature.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know, which is unfortunate,
Yeah.
but the luck of the draw and the way it is. And sometimes it goes your way, and sometimes it doesn't. But, with Ian Poulter out there, 3 birdies on his first 3 holes. I mean, what a hot start.
Yeah, what do you think this is, the Ryder Cup?
Right.
I know.
Yeah. But this could favor these Euro guys, these guys from England and Scotland
so.
who play in this kind of stuff a lot.
In bad weather throughout, their whole career growing up through the game. I think definitely the Europeans might have a little bit of an advantage out there this week. I mean, we'll see. The stop and start, though, the momentum loss for Poulter, I mean, maybe he'll get right back out there and be able to pick up right where he left off and keep really taking advantage of the soft conditions out there at Merion. But who knows? It could mess with his head. He could get really excited. He could never win a major championship. Ian could start, his mind racing. And we'll see. It's very difficult for players, I think, when there's a lot of stop and start.
No, we were talking about this last night when on the Great Sports Debate with TV show we taped about whether Merion gets it again. If these guys go out there and it's really soft and they start scoring and tearing it up, they don't want somebody 13 under winning the U.S. Open. Is that going to hurt Merion?
But it's happened before. I mean, think about Rory McIlroy just a
16
few years
under,
ago.
right, at Congressional.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, a long time ago, but Tiger really blowing away the field by a huge margin at Pebble. So, that is the fact of the game. Things like that happen. I think what's really important to the USGA in returning here is returning to some of golf's greatest roots. It's the site of that Ben Hogan 1-iron on Sunday to force the playoff and go on to win in his comeback fashion. And then there's also the Bob Jones Grand Slam. I mean, the USGA likes hosting championships at historic courses, and they say it's a 5-year plan. It's not just a 1-year fiscal plan for them. They're prepared to take a little bit of a hit just to preserve the game and have really that rich history come back to life.
By the way, can you hit a 1-iron?
I've never hit a 1-iron in my life.
The old joke is even God can't hit a 1-iron.
Exactly.
And Ben Hogan, that's about it.
Yeah. All right, who do you like?
Who do I like?
I mean, in golf. I don't mean in your private life. That's personal.
This week,
I'm sure.
I mean, it's hard not to take Tiger because he's won half of his starts this year. He obviously struggled coming in a couple weeks ago out of the Memorial Tournament. That 44 on 1-9 is just his worst showing ever out on a golf course. So that kind of an anomaly, let's hope. And I'd like to see him play well this week. But I think kind of looking at some other players, Adam Scott, I don't know if he's going to be able to do it back-to-back. I interviewed Nick Price last night at an event. Nick Price has won back-to-back majors. People can win back-to-back majors. That is something that can happen. And I would not be surprised now that he kind of has that weight off his shoulders if he's out there and swinging freely and able to really take advantage of his comfort level now as a major champion. So I like Adam Scott. I like
so does my wife.
South Africans. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, which girl does it, right?
Don't you have a picture of your wife kissing a big picture of him on the wall?
Yes, absolutely.
No, that was a big screen TV, right?
No, it was a big wall, a mural.
Where was there a mural of Adam Scott?
At the Barclays event.
Okay.
Wynn was there.
Big banner.
It's unbelievable. Wynn McMurray. People can follow you on Twitter, right?
Yes.
That's right. Wynn McMurray GC for Golf Channel. At Wynn McMurray GC.
It's WIN.
Right.
McMurray.
Right. No A.
No A. MCMURRY. You follow me, by the way, on Twitter?
Not yet. We just met.
Follow me. You follow me.
I'll be sure to add you as soon as we sign off.
Thank you.
What do you know about the Philadelphia crowds, and how do you anticipate them receiving Sergio Garcia?
That's an interesting question. I know Sergio has been out there this week really trying to make amends, trying to be visible to fans and to shake hands, take pictures, sign autographs, do all of those things. It's, I think, a very tough week for him. I know he was concerned coming in and how Tiger was going to receive him as well. They shook hands earlier this week out on the range.
Yeah, but that handshake was like they were leaning back. They couldn't be
Right,
farther.
That was a little icy.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of conversation in that,
No.
but he did write a handwritten note, put it in Tiger's locker, which I find very respectable. And you know, I do truly feel that he feels bad for what he did. Who knows exactly what was going through his mind to make such hurtful comments? But I think there is a cultural gap. It was a dinner party. It was kind of off the cuff. He should know better, and he takes full responsibility. But at the same time, you know, it'd be nice to kind of let it be, move on with golf. Sergio is, you know, certainly a talented player, and you know, we'll see what the future has in store.
The last thing before we let you go, do you have the number to the truck? Because if I'm sitting at home and I'm not out there,
Call in?
I want to make sure if somebody, like, if there's mud on a ball and somebody picks it up, I want to make sure I have that rule book so I can call it in and cost somebody the U.S. Open.
You know, that's a good point.
Yep.
I understand where you're coming from. You know, I could probably help you out with that.
All right,
Just
yeah,
send
I
me a
would
text.
do it.
And
I would never
Just
do
follow
that.
him on Twitter.
I
He'll
encourage
be good.
cheating. I encourage picking it up. Yeah, winter rules. I always play winter rules.
Right.
Win McMurry from the Golf Channel. Win, it's great to meet you. Thanks so much for coming in.
Well, thank you very much, and happy birthday, Tony.
Thank you, Win.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Win McMurray. Who told you to say that? Did somebody tell you to say
Oh
that?
no, I
She's
was
done
told
her
that
research.
earlier today.
Yeah, she knows everything. She doesn't
did her
have any
research.
notes. All she's got is a cup of tea, and she knows all this
Right.
other stuff right off the top of her head. Win, thanks so much. Let's give her a roaring round of applause, Eric.
Absolutely.
Win McMurray from the Golf Channel. Follow her on Twitter, Win McMurray GC.